Most people think interest rates are simply the cost of borrowing money. You take a loan, you pay interest, and that is the common understanding. But in finance, interest rates are much deeper than that. Interest rates are actually one of the most important prices in the entire economy. They explain the value of time, the price of risk, the opportunity cost, bond prices, stock market valuations, and even economic growth. So, in this video, we will break down what interest rates really mean. Let's start with the most fundamental idea. Interest rate is the price of time. Imagine someone gives you $100 today and you promise to return $105 1 year later in the future. That extra $5 is the compensation for time because money today is more valuable than money in the future. And why is this so? Because today's money can be invested, spent, or used for some other opportunities. So, interest rate measures the value difference between money today and money later. Now, let's go one layer deeper. When you lend money, you are giving up the opportunity to use that money elsewhere. Maybe you could have invested it, maybe you could start a business, or maybe you could buy some stocks. So, interest is compensation for giving up those opportunities. So, in economics, we call this as opportunity cost. Interest exists because money has alternative uses. Interest rates also reflect risk. Not every borrower is equally reliable. For example, a government bond a government bond is usually considered safe. A corporate bond has more risk, and a borrower with poor credit history has even higher risk. So, lenders demand higher interest rates as compensation for the possibility that the borrower might not repay. And this is why interest rates are also the price of risk. Interest rates also determine bond prices. This relationship is extremely important in finance. When interest rates rise, existing bonds become less attractive. Why? Because new bonds will offer higher interest. So the price of older bonds falls. And when interest rates falls, existing bonds become more valuable. So bond prices rise. This inverse relationship drives the entire bond market. Interest rates also affect the stock market. When investors value companies, they estimate future cash flows. But money in the future is worth less than money today. So those future profits must be discounted, and the discount rate is closely linked to interest rates. When interest rates rise, future cash flows become less valuable today. So stock valuations often fall in that case. This is why stock markets react immediately to central bank rate decisions. Interest rates are also the main tool used by central banks to control the economy. When interest rates are low, borrowing becomes cheaper, businesses invest more, and consumers spend more. But when interest rates are high, borrowing becomes expensive, spending slows down, and inflation can decrease. So, interest rates influence everything from housing markets to stock markets to economic growth. And finally, interest rates exist because humans prefer money today rather than later. Economists call this time preference. If someone asks you, would you prefer rupee 100 today or rupee 100 1 year later? Most people would choose today. To convince someone to wait, you must offer extra money. That extra compensation is nothing but interest. So interest rates exist because time itself has value. So the next time you hear about interest rates, remember they are not just the cost of borrowing. Interest rates represent the value of time, the price of risk, the cost of opportunity, and the engine that drives the financial markets. And that is why interest rates are one of the most powerful forces in the entire economy. So, if you want to understand finance deeply, you must understand interest rates because almost everything in finance, bonds, stocks, loans, derivatives, ultimately connects back to interest rates. Alright, so that's all for this video. Thank you and happy learning.